Hello, everybody. Welcome. I hope the audio is working. Is the audio working, Connie? If so, if you can just, okay, great, fantastic. So great to see everybody. Today we got a great webinar today. Let me share my screen here and we'll get this started. First, just a couple logistics about the webinar. The first thing is we will be recording the webinar. So if anybody has any, if you want to record, review it later, you can go to our website. It'll be posted within 24 hours of the webinar on the blog section. So we'll post a copy of this if you want to review later on the blog. The next thing is if anybody has any comments or questions during the webinar, just pop them into the live chat here on the Zoom, and we will stop periodically to answer any questions, as well as at the end we'll have more time to answer questions about this topic or anything else you want to ask. So first, just some introductions. I'm James. I'm the founder of the company, and with us today we have Emerson and Gabriel from our marketing team. Hi, guys. And our special guest, Fernando, who runs our product team at eDirectory. He's here, and he's going to give us a great demo of the mobile apps today. So fantastic. All right. And for anybody that's new here, just a little quick background on the eDirectory platform. It's the platform that we sell to create directory-style guides and websites. It can be used for any type of industry or purpose. People use it for travel guides, niche industry guides, vendor directories, all sorts of things you could possibly imagine. It is highly customizable. There's a widget-based sort of no-code solution where you can drag and drop widgets around to change the layout and colors and all sorts of stuff like that. We also have a source code version available where you can get the source code and customize it yourself if you want to do that. It has native integrated apps that we're going to be talking about more today. And if you want to learn more or schedule a private demo, just go to eDirectory.com and you can reach out there via form or via chat to schedule a private demo, or our team can discuss more about what your specific needs are and what can be done with the platform. So great. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the mobile apps in the eDirectory system, which I'm really excited about. It is a big differential for eDirectory. Inside of the site manager, the admin area, there is an app builder that you can use to actually build the mobile apps and submit them to the App Store. So we're going to talk about that today. Great. So the first thing is about the app builder. It creates fully native apps. The code language that we wrote the apps in behind it is Flutter, and it actually compiles the apps for Android and iPhone separately. And then you can put your brand in it and install it, upload them into your App Store account. So your clients will be able to, your users will be able to download them under your brand. It's a white label solution, etc. It uses the same data as the website. So if somebody updates some content, if you update the content or a listing owner updates content in the website, it's immediately reflected in the app. And also the management interface, the site manager interface is the same as the web. So it keeps it all simple there for that. It's also customizable in many ways. There's a section in the site manager where you can customize the app, some of the layout changes, etc. for it. And many of the changes you can publish after the app's already been submitted, and it updates it on the fly. So you don't need to resubmit for every little change on the app, especially the content. You don't need to resubmit it. There is an option for you to do self-submission. It is a little bit complicated with the Apple Store just because they have a lot of requirements. Like you got to first get your account, then you get the key, and then you download it, then you put the key in the site manager, build it, et cetera, and then submit the submit the binaries, submit screenshots and some information about the app, and then wait for them to approve it, and then it goes live. We have a submission service that we offer for $99 for iPhone and $99 for Android, where our team will take care of the submission for you and do that for you. It'll still be submitted into your account, but we'll be able to do that for you to just save time for you there. Next, just a little bit about monetizing. And then one of the other things I want to talk about is advantages of the native app. It has your brand on the home screen, which of somebody's phone. So it's like, a website, people go in the browser, etc. But with the mobile app, you actually get your logo on somebody's home screen, which is just the best billboard there possibly is. How much time people spend on their phones. So that's one of the really important things. The second thing is, with an app, users stay inside of your app and they don't bounce out like they do on a website where they get distracted so often. So often you're able to sort of retain the users within your app while they're using it to find what they want, instead of maybe them getting distracted and going somewhere else to a bookmark or whatever else happens to pop up on there. The mobile apps also have a really smooth interface, just in terms of usability, which is great. And they use GPS-based location accuracy. So you're able to find what's around you, which is often really important for sort of local guides. So that's one of the big advantages. Another big advantage is the notifications, which are really important. There's notifications that come on the app where you can send out notifications. It'll pop up on people's phones. So that's a really big advantage, and you can use that for lots of different purposes to drive engagement. And of course, there's additional monetization opportunities through putting ads and other things in the apps that we'll talk about. Some of the challenges with native apps, just in general, is the first challenge is like, how do you get the app installed on visitors' phones? And so basically on the website, if somebody comes onto your website with a mobile phone, there'll be a thing, a banner that'll come up that says, download the app for this. So that'll happen, but still there's that extra step. It isn't like there's people don't search in Google and come right into the app. They search in Google and then go to the website and then possibly download the app. So getting the apps installed is one of the things that you got to think about. And often people do promos or programs to get people to get the apps installed. And this is difficult just because, Google and Apple control the distribution. Basically, they're a monopoly, and they're not very nice companies. They try to maximize their own revenue at sort of your expense for that. So these are some of the challenges that you got to think of. And then once people have the app installed, the second thing you got to think about is how do you keep them using it? How do you keep them engaged with it? And that's the second challenge. And so you could do things like use the notifications feature, et cetera, to keep people using it. And so when people are thinking about, it's time to put in the mobile apps, one thing I always ask them is, are you ready to do that? Is your website done? Is the content looking good? And that's typically the first step, and then move on to the app. So if you're still not sort of at the stage where your website content is good enough where it's a good guide for people, my advice is focus on that first. And really get the content nailed and make sure that your publication is a really great publication that people want to use, that helps people make purchase decisions, et cetera. And then at that phase, okay, we're ready to go with the site. Then you can get the apps moving. It isn't that big of a deal to get the apps built and installed. It's pretty much once you're ready, it just takes a little bit of time to get them submitted into the store. The other part of that is how are you going to market and promote them and get people to use them and install and all of that. So think about that before you get started on the apps. And then monetizing the apps. There's a bunch of different ways that are sort of exclusive to the apps that you can, generate additional revenue streams. One of them is we have app exclusive banner ads that you can configure in the site manager. In the web interface, there's a way to configure exclusive banners that'll show up only on the app, so you can sell those. There's also a dedicated slider that comes across as an image that you can use as sort of a sponsorship spot. Also a custom initial screen. You have ability to upload that first loading screen, etc. And then obviously the push notifications are another big way to monetize the apps. So lots of good stuff there. At this point, I think we'll turn it over to Fernando, who's actually going to pull up the apps and give us a demo here. Emerson, Gabriel, do you guys have any comments here? Why Fernando is pulling up his part?
Just to mention that it's very simple to edit the apps and the content, the menus, etc. after the app is published. So you can make changes at any time, like weekly promotions, weekly advertisers highlighted on the first screen. So it's very easy to do that.
Also, the listings and all other content that you put in on the website is also reflects on in the app.
Okay, great. Yeah, great. Okay, it looks like Fernando has his screen up here, so we'll turn it over to Fernando.
Okay, hi everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Everyone's seeing my screen okay?
Yeah, looks good.
Okay, so let's start. As James mentioned, I'll give you a quick tour for the mobile app. I'll share the main functionalities and the main screens. I'm going to share some interfaces on the site manager as well related to the configuration and the customization of the mobile app. So let's start. So here, as you can see, this is the home screen of the mobile app. I'm emulating the Android version, but the iOS version is pretty much the same. Everything you have on the Android version will be the same for iOS. Of course, considering the difference between the two platforms, the way to interact with the interface as well. This is done automatically by the app builder. So this is the home screen of our mobile app. It's completely configurable by the site manager. Let me show here the interface on the site manager. On the mobile app section, here on the home screen, we have all the possibilities of configuration of the home screen. Start with the slider that James mentioned. It's possible to configure the slides, link it to a specific listing or specific deals, for example, that you would like to highlight on your mobile app, followed by the configuration of the tabs. I mean, these tabs here. Let's say if my directory is only focused on listings, I'm not using that much Dever modules at some point, so I can disable Dever tabs or rename them and even change the order. This is going to reflect right away on the mobile app. And also the stories, which is another feature similar to the slider, but it's more dynamic. It's similar to Instagram, where the site manager can create like groups of stories, like unlimited groups, and inside each group we can add specific modules and content and banners as well to that slider. That's going to be displayed here on the home screen for the users. Here on this demo, there's no slider. By the way, stories configured. That's why it's not showing here, but they're displayed right below the tabs, pretty much like Instagram do. Besides that, regarding the main content, we have blocks for each kind of content that eDirectory offers, like listings, deals, events, etc. All these blocks can the same way be turned on or off, and the order can be changed as well. And when I click to add to one of them, I can define the criteria of the content I'd like to highlight on these specific blocks. In this case, I'm showing listings ordered alphabetically, and most viewed as a second criteria, and only for the highest level. So this is a good way to promote your sponsors that's paying more for your ads. This is available for all modules according to their possibilities in terms of customizations. And everything we do here reflects right away on the home screen without needing to rebuild the app or something like that. Still on the app, moving to the other screens, we recently released an update from the app, improving the map view and also adding a new tab here called Near You on this screen. As Jamie mentioned, we made a good use of the GPS functionality of the mobile app to display content near the user's location. So in this example, I changed the GPS to Miami. So as you can see here, it's showing some listings around my location. I can easily change the map view here from the list view to see all their content, or navigate directly for the whole map. It's pretty smooth, the interface. All the content is available here. But I can also navigate direct through the map as well. If I click in one of the pins, I can navigate between those listings direct on the map view as well. So according to the user's needs, it's much easier to navigate directly on the map. It's also possible to redo the search in the specific area. If I drag the map around and click to redo the search, everything will update and show the results on that specific space that you're seeing. The other section, it's an important one that James also mentioned about the push notifications. It's a great way to engage your users and let them know about like promotions, new stuff going on in a directory. The push notifications is provided by a tool built from Google. It's called Firebase. It's a free tool. It's actually required to build the projects. We need to have an account on Google and Firebase, but it's pretty simple, the process. And all the push notifications are managed on that interface, directly on Google's interface. I let a tab open here. Business interface to send a notification is pretty simple. After everything is configured, of course, we just need to type the title of the notification, the text. I can upload the image that's going to be shown on the notification as well. This name here is optional. It's like a way to identify inside the Firebase panel, the idea, the purpose of that notification. It's also possible to segment that notification. Here on my example, I have only an Android project, but let's say I have both for Android and iOS, but I want to send a notification only for Android users. I can do that by changing the segment here. It's also there's also advanced settings like segmenting users according to users that didn't open the app for the past few weeks or that never opened a specific page. There's some advanced options as well here to segment and target your users according to your needs. It's also possible to schedule the notifications. And finally, on this advanced section here, the notifications can be built in two ways. I can send like general messages like welcome to our app, check our weekly news, something like that. Or I can promote specific content from the website. Let's say I'd like to send a notification to promote a specific deal or a specific listing. I can type this pair of keys here. In this example, I'm going to promote as listing with the ID 10. This way, when the user sees the notifications, we'll see the information about that specific listing. This can be done by all types of modules, and all the information will be shown about that specific module. Let me show an example here of a notification being sent to the app. Here we go. Another one just got sent. I ran a script here that sends random content, but it's related to a listing. If I click here, I see more details about that notification. This one was sent to, let me see, a classified, if I'm not wrong. If I click here, I can visit directory that classified. And as you can see here on the top of the cell phone, the notification is there as well. And it's stored on the inbox screen of the mobile app. So all notifications that the users got is going to start here. I can take a look on them whenever I want, and it's possible to delete them, remove them from the screen. And this is available for both platforms exactly on the same way, for Android and iOS. Let me show a bit more about the interfaces of the mobile app, like the listing detail. As Gabriel mentioned, all functionalities available on the web version for the final users are also available on the mobile app, like functionality like send a message, add reviews, everything is available here. This is an example of a listing for a Mexican food place. In this case, our plugin called Advanced Reviews that allows the site manager to create additional type of reviews is installed and available on this listing. That's why we're seeing this different type of stars here. It's different criteria to add a review to this listing. All the widgets are available on the listing detail page is available here as well, includes the custom widgets that we can build using the template editor. Here we have another example of additional fields.
We just, Fernando, we just had that question come in about, is the market selection plugin ready for the app? And the answer, it is on there now, right? The
market selection, not yet.
Oh, then market selection is still in
No,
progress.
it's not available yet.
Okay. We're working on that.
Yeah, it's on our roadmap to enable that as well. A couple months ago, we released part of our plugins to the mobile app, and the market selection is on the second batch of to be implemented. Let me show another example here. So this is a different listing with a different template, different configuration of widgets. All modules are available on the same way, like deals. The user can redeem that coupon. In this case, I need to log in, create an account. All the main social medias are available, include the Apple sign-in, which is a requirement for App Store, Facebook and Google accounts. On this section here, the saved section is like the favorites screens, where logged users can bookmark their items like a shortcut and take a look on them on this screen. And on our menu, there's another additional interface like to manage your accounts, change your password, custom pages as well, which can be managed by the site manager. It's possible to create additional pages with like tests, images, some additional information, and attach on this navigation menu here. Let me show a bit more on the results page flow. Here I'm browsing by a category. I see a similar interface as the EU, but I'm filtering by a category. I can change the filters, combine different stuff, different categories or different locations. Change the criteria to order my results as well. It's also possible to search by keyword and the different location here. And back on the site manager on the app builder section, regarding the submission process, it's, as James mentioned, it's pretty straightforward. We just need to upload the app icon and the load screen. These two are mandatory, and every time we need to change this image, we need to resubmit the app. There's a requirement from the store. It's not possible to upload a new icon and expect to be reflected right away on the app. We need to submit a new version. This it's valid only for the icon to load the image. It's also possible to customize the color palette of the app. This one we can change whenever we want. It's going to be reflected right away on the app. It's not necessary to submit it again. Here on the brand menu, we can customize the about section. This page here, about us, adding more information about our business, contact information, etc. Here's the interface to manage the custom pages that I mentioned before. Like that, here I have advertise with us page. This is done on this interface here, where the user can choose an icon of that page and create the contents, adding like images, having tests, videos, etc. The home screen that we already discussed. And the promoter sections is an additional interface to promote the app on your website. The smart banners, for example, is a way to add a tag on the top of your website when your users visit your site using a mobile phone. So this plugin will identify that request that visits from a mobile phone, and it's going to suggest the user to download and install the app instead of using the responsive version of the website. This is done by these two configurations here on the smart banner for both Android and iOS. And the push notifications, as I mentioned, there's a shortcut to the Google Firebase. Explaining more details on how to use it. Let me show a bit more about the other sections here, like the events. This is the interface of the events detail. Class finds. Blog posts. And find the articles. Regarding this exclusive content that James mentioned, that's possible to build, to offer on the app, like for deals and also banners, it's pretty simple. Let me show an example here. Let's say if I want to offer this deal exclusively for the mobile app. It's just a matter of checking this checkbox here. So this way, this deal will be available only for the mobile app users. It won't be shown anywhere on the website. The same can be done by the banners. By then finding the mobile app section here. It's pretty simple. This way I'm creating like exclusive content, and it is a great way to engage users to keep the app installed, because they'll know they'll have exclusive deals and offers by using the mobile app besides the website. I think to start is pretty much it. Any specific functionality that would you like to highlight, James?
No, I think that was a great overview. We got a bunch of questions came in, so let's just run down those, and I think there will be some questions. People want to see some specific features as we go here. First question, I think from Paul, is there a sample viewing of the app before launching? Do you want to comment on that? Like with how do you view a sample? Because I know we had that problem with the Apple Store and the demo and that sort of thing.
We used to have this sample app. It's called App Previewer, but due to change on the guidelines on both stores, it's not possible to offer this kind of app anymore on the stores. That's why we had to remove it. But it's still possible to preview your app before submitting it live. For iOS, for example, there's an app called Test Flight. It's available for developers. You basically need to install this app and like redeem a code as a beta tester of your mobile app. So before you publish your app, you just release like a test version. And this way it's going to be available to be downloaded through Test Flight. This is a way to be done for iOS. And for Android, it's much simpler. We simply need to download the binary file after it has been compiled and install directly in your phone. Me, for example, when I'd like to test on my Android phone, I upload the file on Google Drive and open the Google Drive from my phone and click install the app. It's pretty simple, the process for Android. And for iOS, we can use the Test Flight to do that.
Okay, great. Yeah, so it's simple to see the app before it goes live. For iPhone, you need the Test Flight, and Android, you can get the binary. And if you have any questions on how to do that, you can always reach out to our support team on eDirectory.com, and they'll show you how to get that sort of stuff. Okay, let's see. Next question. For notifications, we can log into Firebase and manage them from a laptop. Yes, absolutely. So the notifications for both platforms, iPhone and Android, are sent through Firebase, which is a Google product, but it sends to both iPhone and Android. And this is the interface here you can see on Fernando's screen, and you log in there from your laptop and you get in there. And there's a link from eDirectory Site Manager in the mobile app section to get into Firebase there, so you won't have any trouble finding it. Okay, great. Next question, can you talk about the newsletter option with eDirectory, maybe an example of how it would work? Yeah, so for sending newsletters, like email newsletters, these are different than notifications, app notifications, but email newsletters, eDirectory works with third-party services, and essentially you can install a little snippet of code. These are services like MailChimp, Constant Contact, etc. We have a plugin available in the store that, what's available, Emerson, do you know which services are available for our plugin in the App Store?
It's for MailChimp only.
For MailChimp. So we have a MailChimp plugin that puts it in there. But really, any service that does newsletters, they have a little snippet, and you can just put those into a custom content and drop it right in, and then it'll take care of your newsletter signups and that sort of thing. And then when you want to send the newsletter, you go into MailChimp or whatever service you're using and send them out through there. So it's real simple to integrate newsletters in with eDirectory. Okay, next question. Can you show how the booking works? Thank you. So the booking also uses like a third-party system like Calendly. OpenTable, I think, has a widget, and it's really about the same thing where you essentially just put in a link there or something in the custom content area, or you can use our call to action button widget and then put in a link to the specific listings booking. That may be something. Are you able to pull that up and just show them where that widget is for maybe the CTA, the call to action button, Emerson? Is that something you can pull up for them?
Yes, I can. Let me just show
While he
them
pulls that
this
up,
one.
I'll keep going down the answers here, and then we'll pop back when he's ready to show how the booking.
Oh, I'm ready here.
Oh, he's already ready. Wow, that's quick. Okay, go ahead, Emerson. He's going to show us how to put in a sort of a booking widget.
Okay, so let me.
And so if it's for an individual listing, let's see. Under content, listings. And then I think we have he's going to find the sample that we have one configured for here. And then edit this listing. Okay.
Okay, it's good to highlight that we have the listing templates editor. There we created the button, the call to action button, and on the listing edit dashboard, then we can just paste the URL for the third-party service.
Yeah, for the third-party booking service.
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of third-party services. Some of them are sort of general calendars like Calendly, and then some of them are more specific for like booking a table at a restaurant and that type of thing. But here's an example. Type in your reservation link, and you just drop that in there for the individual listing, and then that'll pull up on the front for somebody. Are you able to show them how it looks on the front too?
Yeah, we have an additional field here. It's a description field with HTML editor that you can also embed a booking engine from a third party too as well. So I'm going to show both examples here.
Okay, great.
So let's just save the changes here. So this is the embedded booking service from OpenTable. And we have also the book now, which is just the regular and plain link.
And so what happens if you click that book now there? Are you able to just click it and see where that goes? This is just an example. So
yeah, it goes to an OpenTable reservation.
Yeah. It basically drops them in the OpenTable.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And if you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out to our support team, and they can help you. Get
in fact, James, we have a webinar about the booking strategy, so I can send her the link later.
Okay, great, fantastic, fantastic. Next, is the events calendar on the mobile app? Yes, absolutely. I think Fernando already showed that after this question came in, or before this question came in, or after. So, but yeah, there's a tab on there for events calendar, and all the events contact shows up in the mobile app as well. Next question, can sponsors create new listings, deals, events from the mobile app? So the one challenge that we have with the mobile app is that the app stores, those evil monopolies, Apple and Google, they try to take a percentage of your revenue. So if people are paying for a listing, It's a digital content, and so Apple tried to take 30% off that. And so for that reason, we don't have the sign up implemented through the mobile app. So the mobile apps are more for end users instead of sponsors. And then for a sponsor trying to come in, they would go to the website version, but there's a mobile version of it. They can still use it on their phone. It's not like they need to be on a laptop, but it is the web version instead of the mobile app for signups. Next question. Is there a link to review the market selection add-on you're working on? We don't have the preview of that yet. It will be out in the next couple months, though. We are working on it. So I hope to have that out soon. Next question. How to notification or alert to check on new features or anything. So yeah, there's two ways you can do notifications. One of them is do a push notification through the app saying, hey, we have some new features out, and it explains them. You can also send a newsletter. You could also put in a bar or something on the website to say some new features are available on the system, et cetera. So lots of ways to notify people. So I hope that answers it as far as sending out notifications to your user base.
James, we also have the web push notification, those that are sent through browser. It's also a third-party tool, easily integratable with Google Tag Manager.
Yeah, so if you use Google Tag Manager, you can get those on. Those are push notifications to the web browser as well. So lots of ways to get your info out on updates. For the color scheme, is it just 2 shades of blue, or can you mix your own colors? Yeah, I think you can change your own colors, right, Fernando? The widget there has ability to make more changes there than just those 2 that you saw there.
Those 2 shades are just the default colors of your directory, but you can use your own color palette. Absolutely.
Okay, great. Next question. For organizations used to using Constant Contact for newsletters, how does that work? I think we already explained that, but basically you go into Constant Contact and they have a widget, and then you copy the snippet from that widget and then post it into eDirectory in a custom content thing, and then they'll allow people to sign up for the newsletter, etc. Next question, also from Eva. Sorry, missed the beginning today. The app notifications can be used on Apple as well. Yes, so Firebase works with iPhone and Android to send notifications out. One interface, you can send them to everybody just through one shop there. Is there access to Site Manager for marketing.demodirectory as there is for demodirectory.com? No, the marketing site, the marketing demo is just kind of for us, and we use it for like webinars and things like that. So we don't have any public access to the demo. We do have it for Demo Directory. If you need something, some demo or some access, or let us reach out to us. Let us know what you're trying to do, and we can probably figure out some way to help you out if you need a demo for somebody or some potential client of yours or something along those lines for that. Next question. How do you add to the app stores? Is that done with each store through the eDirectory system? Yes, I think Fernando kind of gave a demo of that already, but we have a process that through the Site Manager, you can build for both app stores and then submit it to your own account on both Android and Apple's App Store yourself. We also have a service where we do the submission for you if you'd like to do that. So 2 ways to do that. For the events calendar, is there a way to allow users to RSVP to events and send out notifications to sponsors? How would that be done? Maybe through a booking, sort of an external booking system, right? Somebody to RSVP for an event, something like that. What do you guys think in terms of getting an RSVP done for event? That's just a reservation.
Through the contact form, Fernando, maybe?
Yeah, contact form. Sure, yeah. So lots of
the send a message feature. Yeah, could be one way.
Yeah, exactly. We have the send a message for both web version and the mobile app, where the end visitors can contact the event planner and send that confirmation using that form. This is
so you could just change some of the labels around there and then use that as the RSVP form as well. Let's see, another question on push notifications, but I think we already answered that. On On the mobile app, is there a function to have random ads displayed throughout the directory listing? Yes, I think Fernando already demoed how to set up the app-only banners that'll display sort of random ads through the system. That's done there in eDirectory. So that's good. And then Gabriel posted just some links here. If anybody has any more questions, just send them to the emails there in the bottom of the chat. Oh, we had another one coming. Can we request custom development for the mobile app? Yes, absolutely. We do custom development on the mobile app. So just reach out to your account manager and send a specification in on what you need done, and we can get you a quote on making those changes as far as the mobile app goes. Okay, well, fantastic. So if anybody has any more questions, go ahead and last call for questions here. While we see if there's any last questions, Emerson, what do we have coming up in the next couple of weeks in terms of webinars?
Okay, we have a list here. We'll talk about tips to improve homepage, keyword research for online directories, integrations to power up your sites, artificial intelligence prompts for content and strategies, AdSense alternatives to monetize your sites, and how to create custom pages for location and category. So it's very good for SEO optimization. This is
That's great. Yep. So we got a good schedule of webinars coming up. We run them every other Wednesday typically. And oh, we just had a question come in. Do you do white label SEO services? This is interesting because we actually just launched an SEO service. So we're really excited about getting into SEO and doing that for the directories. And so we have a package that we typically do. It's actually for directory style websites, our standard package. But if you need SEO on either for individual listings or something else, you can reach out to us. But check out, Gabriel just posted in a link to our SEO services on eDirectory.com, and check out that package for some SEOs for specialized SEO for directories. So really happy to have that out as well. Okay, well, great, everybody. So thanks for joining us today. Oh, wait, one more question just came in. Can ads be placed on directory listings? Yes, absolutely. So the banner manager, you can set up zones inside of the listings and then run ads through the listings. Absolutely. And then the detail pages of the listings have different levels, and so some of the levels may not have the banner zone. So yes, you can make some of the people that are paying for ads not have banners, where the lower level listings do have banner ads on them. And then last question from Barry: how do you copy chat information? I think he may just want a copy of this, the chat from the webinar here. I'm not sure how to do that. But
there's a 3 dots icon on the right of the screen that you can save chat. I believe.
Okay,
that,
great.
It
yeah,
works.
in the Zoom interface there, you'll see the 3 dots. So just hit that and it says save chat. And then you can get these chats with all the links and all that stuff.
But
okay,
Barry,
well,
if you
everybody.
need any additional information, you can contact me. You have my email.
Yeah, great. Oh, and then wait, my ads question was pertaining to the mobile app. The ads are they able to filter the ads in the mobile app on the detail listings in the mobile app? Fernando, do we have
the same behavior on the web version will be reflected on the mobile app?
Yeah, so the detail listing page on the web version is the same on the mobile app now. So that's a big advancement.
So depending on the way we configure the availability of the banners per listing level, it's going to be displayed or not. It's possible to do exactly what he mentioned.
Okay, fantastic. So thanks everybody for joining us today. Reach out if you have any questions or need anything, and have a great day. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.